Hi, I'm Grandma Party.
Hi, I'm Panzer Skank.
Hi, joining by contractual obligation, I'm Kaubocks.
You can't split you two up. It's not normal.
I dragged him in here, sorry.
No, it's fine. You know what? If you have the synergy, you make it work. I, are you secretly Siamese twins?
We don't like to talk about it.
Oh, it's conjoined twins. I'm sorry.
Hey, where are you in this game? What's going on?
We are in a dense, symbolist dungeon brought about when we found a robot lady in a van.
The robot being your harem of ladies that love the protagonist, I believe is what I grokked from the story.
Pretty much. She just said, hey, all the ladies that have been in this game, I'm all of them while they simultaneously exist.
Okay. I feel like I've gone through a couple videos of this game so far, and it's just been like nightclubs or malls or like bright outside environments, and now there's blood and rust. You're in Silent Hill.
Yeah, pretty much. We're inside the robot lady.
You think it'd be
don't like that sentence.
Technological, I'm thinking like Mega Man Battle Network. For some reason, when I think about going inside of robots, the first thing that pops in my head is Mega Man Battle Network.
So that's the only game you ever think of. Is Mega Man Battle Network. The only game I ever
think of. They really need to bring back Mega Man Battle Network.
I loved Metal Man Battle Network. But anyway, so everyone has a mind dungeon inside of them. Hers is apparently full of dead people.
So it's like Psychonauts, but
bad.
Very bad, yes.
I love Psychonauts.
Okay, for a second I thought you were trying to say there was a level full of dead people in Psychonauts, and I'm sitting here going, what level was that?
No, oh no, my God.
I get everyone has their own I get you now. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
No, Psychonauts is so charming and fun and delightful.
And look at this fat guy just cruising in his hot tub right here, index fingers of Kimbo. That's the, hey, you want to get in this tub? There's room.
What is this supposed to symbolize?
It's postmodern.
That's not an answer.
No, you know what? I forgot to do this last time. You got to tell me, what is postmodernism?
After modernism?
You're the artist. You carry this.
I am not. No.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not opening Google. Postmodernism.
How dare you? Circle Master pulled that same shit on me too.
Shit.
I don't need no Google foo.
A departure from modernism.
What? That doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean shit.
A problematical relationship with the notion of art.
Problematic sounds great. Pretty sure it means pretty far up its own ass.
Oh, that makes this game postmodern. Damn it.
That tracks.
Wow, that's a little uncomfortable up there.
So, like, the thing that bums me out about, like, I didn't hear about this game until it came out, and, like, I started picking up on it because, like, a lot of people were talking about it for some reason. Turns out the reason is because it's really bad. But, like, yeah. I'm looking at it on the side. I'm like, oh, you know, it looks pretty colorful. It's like a quirky take on an RPG. Like, I like Evoland. I like, you know, the Paper Mario style RPGs. I like the WarioWare style combat. This looks like, oh, it turns out it's actually extremely bad.
It's very bad, and it's also problematic.
Yeah, like, the first thing I heard about this game was the death that they reference to further the plot, which is a whole can of worms.
It's not even to further the plot. They just return to it over and over and over and over. And you're just like, let her die. Please just leave her in peace.
Man. They just let anybody say anything they want on the internet now, don't they? In video game form.
You put in the work, you get to make your point known, even if it's bad.
You just open that secret door with an electric guitar.
Hell yeah. It's a bass.
All right, this game's fantastic. I don't know what everyone's talking about. This is perfect. A plus 10 out of 10.
You missed the last episode where I blew open a robot lady's head and found a flamethrower with an aerosol can inside.
I'm not seeing the problem with this. Everything I hear about this game, it sounds great. Except for the death of a real life human person that they keep referencing.
What about the cop that only shoots at the Black Party members?
Also not good.
Yeah, when you said that in that video I was watching, I fucking choked. Are you kidding me? What the hell? Also, you just beheaded that lady.
Problem, I got 3 cages and 2 heads.
Is this where the game finally ends?
You wish.
God damn it.
You got like 26 more minutes of suffering, man.
I mean, this is what I wanted. Yep, perfect. Game over. We win.
Game over. Well, that was a great recording session. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. This is what we're going to do to all the rich people.
Woohoo!
Just give it time.
God,
Finally.
If only.
Good morals coming through, finally, in this game.
Oh, more breathy faces. There is a 14-minute breathy face dungeon.
Time for combat.
Most of the time I edit out the combat, but this one I just have to show what they're starting to do. They're starting to throw like whole parties at you. Previously it was like 3, now it's 5. But you get to suffer through combat.
That's fine. I mean, that's my daily life. I just suffer through it.
Stoicism.
Was that Frankenstein attacking you?
That was Frankenstein the boxer attacking me. Frank O'Stein.
What the hell? I hate that this game occasionally has funny shit in it.
Oh, yeah. Every once in a while, it actually does something entertaining. Like, last time they had a giant staircase grow arms and legs and try to waddle out. It was awesome.
That somehow makes it worse. Like, if it was, like, universally bad all the way through, but instead there's, like, moments of good. Oh, man.
Even a blind dog finds a bone every once in a while. I mean, even WoW gets some things right.
Oh, man. Are you prompting us to talk about WoW?
I'm not saying nothing.
We will. We discussed this before the episode, like, hey, we're ready to complain about WoW for 28 minutes straight. But we were going to be nice. But if you're going to prompt it out of it...
Okay, look, you can't tell me don't poke the bear and then say, oh, hey, there's this is how you poke the bear.
We haven't been able to get through, like, any... Like, I think in Borderlands, even, we spent an entire episode just... We're like, we're not going to talk about WoW, we're not going to... And then just... we
immediately start complaining about WoW. Yeah, there's definitely an episode... We complain about WoW in Borderlands 2. We complain about WoW in Borderlands the pre-sequel. I don't think we complained about WoW in A Way Out. We'll have to go back to the tapes. I can't remember.
It was bad in a way. I think it was still good during A Way Out.
No, it's the world's most perfect game. It has no flaws.
I don't remember when Way Out came out. I think it was before Bofa, the bad WoW expansion that killed WoW for both of us.
What do you mean, Bofa?
To both. Well, it's Battle for Azeroth, which is BFA, which means Bofa.
I tried to set you up.
Oh, hold on. Bofa D's nuts.
Oh. I know what this puzzle is. I just can't get it to work. I'm getting some dirty looks about bad-mouthing WoW.
Look, it's having some problems right now. It's going through a little bit of a rough spot, a little bit of an ugly patch.
A little bit of an entire expansion of disaster.
No, what's going on with it? What happened?
So they put out this new expansion after probably one of the greatest expansions. Like, Legion was the last one, and it was unbelievably just like one of the greatest WoW expansions ever. And then this one came out and they went, everyone must have hated everything we did in the last expansion. Let's just do the opposite and make everything different and remove everything we did. So, like, they made leveling bad. Like, they made it so that you level slower and you get less XP and things hit you harder. So it takes, like, multiple hours to gain, like, one level. Which is stupid when there's 120 levels.
You threw out your extremely cool artifact weapons in the trash.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, we're combing her hair. Sorry. I'm interested in what's going on here on screen for the first time. You gotta comb a door to open it.
Oh, you get some shit now. This is actual plot that happens.
Big robot.
I'm done.
I can recall these machines. They're so familiar, and yet something feels wrong.
Is it safe to approach him?
I cannot say. I would never harm you, Alex, but it is logical to assume that one of my many parallel lives may have some reason.
I knew you'd come back. Somehow, you look different. So many lives wasted, taken, and experimented on in hopes of obtaining this moment. And now that I'm looking at you, I don't know if I should love you or hate you. To kill you in the way that you killed me time and time again has been my only dream, my only waking thought for the past 50 lifetimes.
What's he talking about?
Do you ever feel guilty? Do you?
What did I do? What's wrong with you, man?
Everything was taken because of you! You bastard! I lost everything. My research, my wife, my kids, and all for what? For you? What the hell were you worth? You're a thief, nothing more! I regret ever laying my eyes on you!
Alex, I can't recall this life. For some reason, it's blocked to me. There is a void in my mind. There are white spots where I should see this life on the astral plane.
Mom, is that you?
How long has this life been lingering here?
Alex, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to say such terrible things. Come here. Let me hug you. Let me say I'm sorry in your ear.
What? Get away from me!
It seems as if you harmed him in some way. Alex, look out!
Wait, what kind of beans though? Were they like chili beans or like black beans or?
It was a can of Van de Kamp's pork and beans.
Okay, that sounds good.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
No, we're talking to the bean expert. The man
How
who
dare
ate the
you?
whole can
How
of beans.
fucking dare you?
I just like beans.
Was that supposed to be a boss?
It was.
Just kill it in one hit.
I may have broken the combat system.
I've been hearing about how LP toss is like bugged to a point where it's doing way more damage than it's supposed to, but one hit seems excessive.
I mean, yeah, but he's got a second form. It's fine. Jack Nicholson is fine. He's just angry.
I know we're talking over most of it, but the voice acting in this game makes me want to die, like, big time.
Oh, yeah.
It's so bad.
I love it. It's terrible.
Ugh.
Yeah, like shortly after this game came out, someone linked me to the cutscene. The one that culminates in Lemonade.
Ugh. We got a pog.
Even though that cutscene was only like 5 minutes long, I had to pause it numerous times just to get up and walk away.
Goodbye, Grandpa.
I am sorry I put you in harm's way. However, while I am with you, nothing bad can ever happen. I am here to protect you.
I think I need you to answer some more questions. I'm really confused. Why did this Japanese guy know me? Why did he attack me? What did I ever do to him?
I can only deduce an answer based on the information I have. This information is the same information that you have. So, these are simply educated guesses based on my own personal bias.
Okay, fine. What do you think it is?
I think it would be a safe assumption that, in a parallel life, you have harmed me. That this Yuzui Majo had some sort of relationship with you, and you hurt him in some way. When he saw you, he recognized something in your soul and became angry. This is why he attacked.
I harmed him in a parallel life? I harmed you?
We are not responsible for the actions of our parallel selves. But that does not mean we can't feel sorry for the crimes committed against other souls. There are times where someone expresses how they have been harmed. And as humans, our immediate reaction is to become defensive. In our defense, so that we do not harm others, we become offensive. It is in these moments where we decide what type of human we will be. Which is worse? To harm someone in the past and continue to harm them by justifying your past actions, or harming someone in the past and accepting that your choices hurt them. Yes, you might feel harmed in the process by admitting your mistakes. But this is a good type of pain. Pain that heals you into a better person is always better than avoiding the small pain of accepting you are wrong.
Did I really do that? Did I always deny I harmed someone? Do I always feel the need to justify my actions? Maybe. Yes. I totally did.
We must always work to be better. The better person is not the person who doesn't make mistakes, but the person who makes a mistake and works to fix it, and fix the part of themselves that led to that error. There are moments when I understand intellectually how I must act, but then something happens, somewhere in the recesses of my mind. Like a warm light in the distance, an idea forms. A completely human, flawed, and kind-intentioned idea. Something that all versions of me know to be a mistake. However, the overwhelming feeling of doing the right thing takes over, and I am forced to make a choice. And every time, this version of me chooses the kind path. I cannot allow any harm to come to you. Without you, I wouldn't know what to do anymore. So just remember, it's not important, Alex, to worry about what we accomplish. Somewhere out there, we have both accomplished and failed at all tasks. Take solace in this. There exist perfect versions of us who didn't fail or harm others. Just keep working as hard as you can, and you'll be able to be that perfect version of yourself.
So, should I feel guilty that I harmed him in a parallel life?
That question is irrelevant. Just acknowledge that the part of you that harmed him exists in all humans, and then work to polish the blemish on your soul that had led to that action.
Wait, I have one more question.
What is it, Alex?
Did I harm any of the other women we met? The ones who were also you? Oda, Nyla, Serna, Bella? The Essentia 2000 went on staring at me with that expressionless face of hers. A face of plastic. Looking at her, I thought of a satellite floating in space. A drifting piece of man-made material, traveling through a place man can barely go. What I had said was out of pure curiosity. I had no way of knowing with any certainty that I had harmed any of these women. My words, though, seemed to have jabbed at something in there. I could read the effect on her face. Eventually, without a word, the Ascension 2000 turned away and proceeded from the room.
It's very interesting to me that you ask this. I'm going to choose to not answer this question as of now. There is one last location I'd like to show you, and it's quite a distance. I will answer more questions when we arrive.
I longed to wash away the bitter taste in my mouth, but even sipping from a water bottle wouldn't cleanse me of it. The whole situation felt like a dream, as if I was wading through pools of jello. Even then I kept telling myself that the things around me weren't that weird, that seeing Sammy vanish, meeting entities, and entering inside a dungeon in my mind should have prepared me for this. But you know, I don't think it did. I wanted to ask the Ascension 2000 if I could feel the feelings of my parallel lives. I realize now I was just seeking an explanation for the various feelings that were surging through my heart. I felt closer to Vela, closer to, well, every single parallel life of the Ascension 2000. And yet, furthest from Sammy. Was Sammy really all that important to me? Or had I just been delaying joining the real world with all this adventure? Did I really ever want to find her now that I know what finding her actually meant? No, I did. I really did. And I don't regret what I learned. Or even what happened next, because if I had never learned what I was about to learn, I could have never met you. And without you, all hope is lost. How do we get back here?
Those stairs were the exit to my mind dungeon. Now we have returned to the foyer. In order to proceed, we must first return to the beginning. Allow me to open your mind, to grant you access to the Hall of Parallel Lives. For now, I will ask you not to enter any of the rooms on our left or right. Inside are the various parallel lives that your soul is currently engaged in. I believe it would be traumatic for you to experience them at this point in your life. Our destination is at the far end of this hall. That room is the one used to chronicle the past and future of this Alex. The one I am speaking to now. My favorite.
Where am I? The other rooms had you in them. Why aren't I here?
You are, and you are speaking. What I'm about to show you is something that lies at the heart of all of yourselves. Please, prepare yourself for a harsh amount of bitter truth. What you are about to see cannot be unseen.
Should I be worried?
No, not if you took to heart what I have taught you.
What do you mean? What have you taught me?
To recognize your flaws and work to correct them. I am about to show you your greatest flaw of all. Destruction!
Oh boy.
Why would you design a character with teeny tiny font on his shirt?
Still can't see it. But anyway, Two Brothers was the game they made before this that was so buggy they pulled it from Steam.
Oh, so like no one will know what that. Okay, cool. Great.
They're remaking it, but everyone kept getting it confused with Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, so they're calling it like Polychrome or something now. Yeah.
Brothers is good.
Yeah.
Why aren't you LPing Brothers instead of this?
I don't know if I have the wherewithal to LP a good game.
That's fair.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I got
It takes energy and effort to do a good game, but garbage just kind of happens.
Yeah. Like, people aren't going to get mad if I talk about Lunchables over the plot twist in a bad game. But the next thing we're doing is Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass, which, like, I've played 45 minutes of, and it's already made me cry a little bit.
Yeah, I think I heard that's good.
It's supposed to be really good, and people aren't going to play it, so I'll play it.
There's a game I'm thinking of, but I don't think it's the game that you're talking about. Is that... No, I think A Robot Named Fight is the game I'm thinking of. They both have very similar names in my brain space.
Sure, they sure do, Kaubocks.
Wait, what's A Robot Named Fight about?
It's like a procedural Metroidvania style game, which is why I was like thinking of that and going, that made you cry?
Okay, so I'm working on a little teaser for Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass, and I'll post it once it renders, probably tonight. It'd be like, oh my god, I'm getting a little misty. As I furiously fan the Vapor's hand in front of myself where no one can see it.
I am not moved to collapse to the ground weeping. I will hold you accountable.
Do it. Also, it's us crucified on an 8-pointed star shooting fire out of our hands and face.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can you explain what the hell is...
I don't understand. How is this my flaw?
In a way, it is everyone's flaw. Destruction. To be destruction or to be creation. It can only be one in the end.
But what will I destroy?
This reality, as you have destroyed many realities before this one.
How could I destroy reality? What powers do I have that could lead to this type of devastation?
Inaction is just as much an act of aggression as taking up arms.
And will this happen? How will I do this?
I do not know. But what's important is that it hasn't happened yet, and...
Wait, you're saying we can still stop this?
No. The reality was doomed long ago. All realities cease to exist. The only thing you get to decide is if you aid in the destruction or fight against it.
Fight against it? But you said it was doomed! None of this makes any sense!
This reality will fade away, and another will take its place. But this does not mean that you can't prevent the loss of future realities.
How would I do that if we all die?
Come with me. Escape into the soul space. We can take your friends with us. Together, we will protect realities from the ultimate loss. Loss of souls who perish with worldly attachments in their hearts. When a soul is bound to the planet by thoughts and obsessions of worldly things, they die with the reality. But a soul that is free of love for the physical and longs only for the spiritual can find life in the soul space.
But I want to save this reality. What about my mother? My friends? I couldn't just convince them to enter the soul space. I don't even think I could convince my mother that there is a soul space.
What do you want to do, Alex? Whatever you decide, I am with you every step of the way.
But wait, why is this my choice?
Because this is your reality, not mine. I just want you to be happy.
Essentia, how do you know me? Why do you care so much about me?
Because you have been in all of my lives. And at every turn, I have been there for you, even when you have harmed me. I have always loved you. I would fight a losing battle for you.
What do I even say to that?
As Sammy, you helped me when no one else wanted to help me. As Vela, you gave me back my music, the only thing I ever expected to love.
Wait! You're saying I'm the asshole that used Vela and...
Alex, regardless of how much you have harmed me in any of my parallel lives, I am always here for you. I want to help you be the best that you can be.
Can't you help me be the me that saves this reality? From whatever the hell all these things are falling from the sky?
It is impossible. But if you would like to try, we may try.
But how do you know it's impossible?
I can feel the reality breaking apart. I can feel souls fleeing in every direction. This world will soon end.
But there has to be something we can do. Some way to be strong enough to take down whatever is going to destroy this reality.
Even I am not strong enough to face what's coming for this reality.
But what about me? Vela, you, and the others!
It pleases me that you want to fight for something. I know this isn't your usual way. It thrills me to see this passion in you. Together, we can attempt to fight this ender of realities. Just know, we will fail, but we will fail together.
Don't be such a downer! If I'm going to die, I at least want to go down swinging. What other choice do I have?
I understand now that in your heart, there is no other choice. Perhaps you, Alex, are different from the others. I will stay and fight with you. But if we are going to do this, we must convince your friends to help us, and we must train. Even I am not at my most powerful. We must complete the mind dungeon before the end comes, and be prepared to fight it.
How do we convince them that the world is going to end?
By convincing them that this reality will soon perish, and by making them understand that this world is just a byproduct of that destruction.
Okay, so what's this great destruction that will be obliterating reality?
It's the same destruction that destroys all realities. And yet, I can't give it a name. But when you see it, you will recognize it.
I think I want to go home now. Everyone's probably wondering where I went.
Yes, we've been gone quite a while.
Really? How long?
5 days, 3 hours, and 2 minutes. 3 minutes.
Wait, what? Everyone's probably freaking out. Let's get out of here. So, how do we get back to Frankton?
I'm not sure. Maybe we can take a bus?
Ugh, bus. I really hate public transportation. Ugh. My mom never picked me up from school. She always made me take a Whitehound bus. Maybe there are keys in this van?
I have seen many realities, and this one is by far the least prepared for public transportation. Perhaps if you lived in a better reality, your country would be more equipped to handle traversing the countryside.
Yeah.
The stream, but in reality we had like 150 viewers and our stream was broken, so it was going at like 1 frame per year. And we just streamed like that for an hour, just being like, guess nobody's watching. That made people really mad. People got super mad.
I've got good news for you. You made it.
Yay!
Thank you so much for joining me.
Quit game.